The Prospector Summer spinoff is off to a super finish because our podcast this summer may only be 3 episodes long, but believe me, the 3rd episode is about to be the most memorable one because we're starting off with talking about how coffee can get you swag, discounts, and not just fully caffeinated because we're talking about coffee passports. After that, it's summer blockbuster season. Superman, Jurassic World, as well as Formula One have all come out in cinema. We get the Prospector's thoughts on whether or not those movies are worth it. And we're finally finishing it off by hosting a literal star, Patrick Star, and talking about the Spongebob musical that is in the University of Texas at El Paso all the way until July. That's right, it's a superhero finish, hence the cape. I'm your host, Sebastian Perez-Navarro, and you're watching the Prospector Podcast Summer Spinoff, Episode 3. Welcome back to the Prospector Podcast Summer Spinoff, Episode 3, and the final episode since the summer is only 6 to 7 weeks. And if it is 7 weeks, the odd number of weeks puts it so that we can't produce 4 episodes. So we have reached the climax, the grand finale, the rock. That you'll see that pun later. The end of the summer spinoff. Kristian Hernandez is back with me co-hosting. Kristian, welcome back to the final episode of the summer spinoff.
I feel so good right now.
Why? Why's that?
Because I'm here with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so nice. Kahri Reyes joins us back from episode number 1. Her fear has been conquered. She's no longer scared of the podcast, I think, but she's forcing us to dance after this. So you win some, you lose some. Ximena Cordero is gonna be here for 2 segments. She clutched up, and we are in this. So let's get straight up to it. You might notice our desk is decorated. Shout out to our boss, Evelyn Palma. A couple of weeks ago, she said she is the EIC for the people, and she has proved it. She went to Walmart, got us this nice. Is this calligraphy? What is it called?
No, that's not calligraphy.
No, it's not calligraphy.
Marquee?
Marquee, Prospector Podcast, exclamation mark. Shout out to our director, Veronica Gonzalez, for these bobbleheads. And we promise you that we are taking care of it because I put it in the steadiest hands of the 2 best people who are careful with things I know. That is Ximena Cordero and Evelyn Palma, who would not hurt a fly. Anywho, besides this, there's also a coffee passport. And I, for one, love coffee. Ximena, you, for one, love coffee. Kahri, you're the one that literally went to all the coffee shops, so you have to love coffee. And then there's Kristian. You don't like coffee.
Coffee's really bad for me.
I mean, it's really bad. Just in general.
But tea's really good.
Tea, yes.
A Thai latte.
Matcha?
Ooh.
Anyway, so before we matcha tastes like grass. That's my opinion.
I didn't try matcha.
Okay,
The Starbucks one, the one they just
the
released,
Starbucks
really
one
good.
tastes like grass.
No, the one they just released, the Frappuccino with the strawberry
That's
cappuccino.
just ice cream.
It tastes really good.
That's
though.
just ice cream. It's like you could go to Paco Wong's and get the little tea ice cream. That one's pretty good. It also probably tastes like matcha. Anywho, speaking of coffee, there we have the coffee passport. Kahri, you went on a whole adventure through Savage Goods, Synaxis Coffee Company, Cafe con Leche, Unbound Coffee, Más y Menos, Casa Katsin, Coffee Roasters, and Viejo Coffee. That's a lot of coffee. What was your journey like? How much caffeine did you drink, and do you have heart disease?
Maybe I'm like reaching it, but honestly, I'll talk about like the whole beginning of the story or even writing it, the process. This is my first story ever. Besides my intro, the coffee passport is my first story. I felt that this would be a really interesting story to start off and at least test out the waters with my writing. So I originally went to, where was it? To Savage Goods. And I was like, perfect, like I'm ready. And I built myself up to interview people. But little did I know they were closed on Mondays. So that was really fun. But I went to Savage Goods the next day, and it was amazing because I was able to talk to the director that started this whole coffee passport and really made this come to life. So that was amazing.
So, in traversing the whole city through coffees, what were your favorite coffee shops? What were your favorite owners? And what is the entire point of the coffee passport? What does it do? How does it work? Is it nice to talk about with friends or something? Anything?
Yeah. So I personally, my favorite is Más y Menos. I know it is very far away. I live in the Far East, so this journey is a little bit far, but I loved it a lot. I mean, all of them are just different environments, so it was just such a fun journey because the reason you have to go to every single one in order so you can collect a stamp in order so you can get a tote bag. And I feel like this was an amazing jumpstart to local coffee culture, especially in El Paso, and building a community, because there's a lot of stereotype around El Paso where there's nothing to do here and there's nothing for young people or any other people here in El Paso. So I think this kind of just built a community, which I really loved about the Coffee Passport.
So what benefits? Do you get a tote bag for every single stamp that you get from the
Yes.
place?
So wherever you buy it, I bought mine at Savage Goods. They stamp the last page of it, and it is your job to go to every single coffee shop and they stamp it, and you also get 25% off of your purchase. And after you collect all of them, they give you a tote bag, but you have to go to the first place where you initially bought it. So
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Do you get like something, like let's say you get all of them, right? Kind of like Pokemon. You catch them all.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Then that's when you get your tote bag, and it was pretty cool because everything behind this passport and the tote bag, it was all El Paso based, from the art of it to the art of the tote bag. So that was pretty interesting.
Are there discounts available for people who use the passport?
Yes, 25% off of your purchase.
So, Ximena, you like coffee a lot. Is it something that you're interested in, or like what coffee shops or even around here that are worth experiencing? Me and Kristian went to go to the locomotive practice at 8 in the morning. It was a fun morning. Went to another Broken Egg Cafe, which was surprisingly good.
It was a pretty good place. Yeah, they were open from like 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. or
Yeah.
something like that, like super early.
It's
10 p.m.
It's a local place that not many people know about. So, what other places can we look out for?
I mean, personally, one of my favorites, or I would say my favorite coffee shop.
If you say Starbucks,
Is on the list. It's Café con Leche. I just think that coffee place has a really good vibe. La Planta's also there on the same lot. You can buy little plants from there. And it's just like a really great ambiance. They also have vinyl records and a bunch of events that like some don't center coffee, some it's like wine and like DJ nights and like what is it? Like open mic nights and stuff like that. Also, you can see Jess, our arts and culture editor, there. So if you ever want to see Jess, you will find her at Café con Leche. But yeah, that's personally one of my favorites.
So what is Café con Leche like? Because I just threw the dig out, but I'm very like a franchise guy. Like I stick to Starbucks. The only place that I've been that's local is the Hive, and the other place that we've been to with the Dubai chocolate, which I can't remember the name of. And
Not
Is
me.
it Mocha House?
Mocha House, yeah, Mocha
Yeah.
House. So, and they always have really good coffee, but especially if you don't live on the west side of El Paso, Texas, it becomes a little bit harder to find these places. So, Kahri, you going to all of these places, is it worth the drive going to Savage Goods, Café con Leche, basically all around the city?
Honestly, yes, especially to support local coffee shops. I feel like it's very important. There is one in the east area, and it's called Synaxis, which is a really great place from what I've heard. I need to go there, but it's really wonderful. Their story's great. They so they started working at Viable Coffee, and two people were like, you know what? Let's go off and branch off and make our own cafe. And they did that, so hence Synaxis, which you should check out in the east side.
So my question is, when you went over to those places, to all these places around here, what was your favorite thing to get from there? Or what did you get from there? And was it good?
I am a matcha kind of gal.
Oh my.
I love it. That or a good little chai. It may be controversial because this is about coffee, but I love chai and like matcha and
very
all
good.
teas.
Yes. I think I had chai once. It was pretty good. But matcha?
Yes.
No, it tastes like okay.
If you're getting it from Starbucks.
Yeah, okay. Well, to be fair, that's the only one I've tried, and I didn't even buy it. But okay, so what's the difference between locally? I guess it's all brewed locally, but what's the difference between the matcha that local franchises sell between franchises, if any, if there's any difference?
Honestly, you can really tell from the color to the consistency, the taste. It's just very rich. And I feel like at the franchise coffee shops or the big ones, they like Starbucks, I feel like it's very watered down and such. But with for example, Snaxis or Viejo, you can really taste how rich it is. It's so delicious. So I recommend you going there next.
Okay, so we got curious, and I'm gonna try matcha again. This time from the most local place we could find at like 7 p.m. at night, 210. This is not sponsored. Okay, let's hope this is.
What if it's
like
too hot and I burn my tongue?
Well, you got the hot one, I got the cold one. You can't open this. Wait, give me a second. Okay, ready? Cheers,
Wait,
fella.
wait.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it like this. Cause I'm scared.
Wow, that's really green. That's.
Yeah.
Cheers, fella.
Cheers.
Same. Okay, it doesn't taste like grass. Right. Before we end off this segment with our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful decor and get into the next two, I need to know everybody's go-to coffee order, even yours, Kristian, and the few times that you drink caffeine. Or how about this, Kristian? I wanna make up a scenario for you.
Okay.
You are stuck at a coffee shop with all your coworkers who you very much love, and you need to get something there. And if you get water or any bottled juices, you lose your job.
Oh my god.
Very high stakes.
So what kind of? Okay.
You gotta get something.
I would get like a matcha, you know, but I would sip it because, well, for me, when I have caffeine, my hands start to shake a bit, and that's a little scary for me. But I would have matcha with that.
Do you like iced or hot?
So I'll take both. Give me a cup
Double
hot matcha and then the other chilled matcha. I do both. I like both. Like that, yeah.
How about you guys? The stakes aren't as high, but
Okay.
only for you, Kristian, because we need to get you to try this stuff. What's your guys' go-to coffee order?
For me, I mean, a latte is always good. I always also do chai. Chais are my favorite. But from Café con Leche, there's this one called the Love Potion, I think. And that one's
The
really
love
good.
potion. I couldn't miss the opportunity. What's even in the love potion?
Oh my god.
Is it red velvet? Is it something with red
I
velvet?
think it's something like raspberry or strawberry or something, like a syrup. And then I think it's like vanilla and hazelnut.
That sounds like a vibe.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds really good.
That sounds like
Right.
next
It's
order.
really good.
Mine, when I went to Más y Menos, after I interviewed Tori Hernandez, who is amazing, by the way.
Shout out Tori.
Shout out Tori. I got a matcha. It was a lavender blueberry matcha, and it was exquisite. I know, very different, but it was so good.
Lavender's a flower, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand that, but when they came out with, and this is the last thing, right? When they came out with that flavor, I was so confused. Like, what do you make a flower taste like? And I don't say this as like from a pessimistic perspective of like, oh, it has to taste bad. I'm genuinely curious. Like what?
Well, have you ever had a lavender tea?
No.
Anything like that? No.
London fog.
Yeah, like
I've had some like.
or like lavender honey. Like those teas are.
I've had days where I've chugged 10 teas in a day, so maybe.
But what does that color look like for that one?
Purple. It
Purple
was like
and then-
more purple. So I believe it was the cold foam. It was lavender and blueberry. So then you kind of just swirl it up, and it just turns into this interesting color. But it is really good. So yeah, more of a cold foam.
Interesting.
Get a coffee passport if you're interested in coffee. You could get discounts and you could get tote bags. Kahri, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you later because we have a pretty cool segment that is coming up. It's going to blow you out of the water. If you understand that. Anyway, you're watching the Prospector Podcast, the summer spin-off, the last episode. Ximena, stick with us. Our boss is coming up next, which means my hands will not be tapping the table. And we're talking about summer blockbusters. Stay tuned. You're watching the Prospector Podcast.
Wait, where's Sebastian? Oh my God! Is that
Superman?
What's going
Oh
on,
my
guys?
God.
How y'all doing?
Hi,
Sorry.
Sebastian is. We were just.
Yeah,
looking
we
for him.
lost him.
Oh, wait, give me a second.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Superman's
Superman just showed up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What the heck?
Whoa, hey guys, what's going on?
Sebastian!
Welcome back to the Prospector Podcast, the summer spin-off, episode 3. The funniest episode of all time. Today we're talking about summer blockbusters for the second segment. Evelyn Palma, our boss, is here who approved this whole thing. Thank you, Evelyn. We hope we're not letting you down. Shout out Kahri, who's currently directing for us and who brought her Man of Steel, get this, Steel book.
Oh no, the
Where
tap.
are you throwing the cape?
It was like
That was a purposeful tap. That was the. Anywho, let's talk about Superman, shall we? We each at this table have seen some pretty important movies: Jurassic World, Superman, Jurassic. Wait, you've seen Jurassic World, right?
like the one from like 2015.
So you were talking about the new one, like, hey guys, I know definitely
I didn't say that.
what's happening in the new
No,
one.
I had to show him what the D-Rex was.
Yeah.
I showed him the TikTok first.
The D. Okay. By the way, spoilers for Jurassic World. Spoilers. Okay, no, mentiras. Light spoilers for Jurassic World, Superman, and F1. If you want to know nothing going in, then skip this segment and go watch Patrick Star. Yeah, I spoiled it. We're having Patrick Star on, literal Patrick Star. If you don't mind walking in knowing what happens a little bit, stay tuned. But you want to stay tuned. I've seen Jurassic World, Superman, and F1. Jimena's seen F1. Superman?
No.
Not Superman. Evelyn has not seen Superman. She's seen Jurassic World. Have you seen F1? Okay. But Kristian seen nothing. What have you seen, Kristian?
What have I seen?
Yeah.
I've seen the original Superman.
Okay, great. So this guy's stuck in 1970s. Actually, I haven't watched the original Superman. I really want to do it. And I know we need to do it. I saw the Christopher Reeve story.
No, I saw that one. That's the one I meant. Sorry.
You didn't watch the... Okay. Okay, Kristian. Superman and the biography are two different things.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Two different things. Anywho, let's go on. We'll go by chronological order. F1 came out first. Ximena, your review. You had some very strong opinions about it. Go ahead and unleash them.
Oh, okay. Well, I think let me be clear. It is an entertaining movie. The cinematography is really great. It's just my problem was with the way they portray women in the story, which, okay, is there going to be F1 fanboys that are like, it's not that big of a deal? Yes, but also in F1 itself, women are not represented or respected enough in the sport. So when you're going in to watch a movie this big, with as big of a star as Brad Pitt, and like your first impression of F1 is also going to be your first impression of how women are portrayed in F1, it's not great to have like a subplot romance that really didn't do anything, or a mechanic, which happens to be the only female mechanic, mess up everything, or like a small little joke of like, can you introduce me to Carlos Sainz because I think he's hot, which is a common thing that F1 fans or F1 female fans have to deal with because they're like, oh, you only like the sport because you're attracted to the drivers. Not the best first impression of a sport, especially in a sport that one is already very toxic in fandom wise, and again doesn't really respect female people, like female in motorsports as a whole, or the fans. So I think that's my biggest problem with it. If you're going in to just like want some cool like action movie, go for it. I did not hate it, but I don't think it is the best introduction to Formula One you can have. Go watch an F1 race, guys. Please. Actually, I need people to talk about it.
Do you think that it was the wrong decision to lean more into that blockbuster movie feel in F1 rather than make it more realistic or make it more of an activist message towards the sport itself?
I mean, I get why it has to be very like Hollywood because it's a movie. Like, I don't think that was ever going or should have been the problem. I think you could have had like a storyline with women where it's just a woman being in this sport. I think that would have been powerful and like enough, especially because you go into the movie and you see they did want to portray women in this positive light. You don't intentionally focus on 4 women throughout the movie trying to not make a message, but you kind of reverse it right away when it's like they're the ones making the mistakes and they're the ones that are like saying they're not going to date anybody, but then like last minute Brad Pitt's charm, or I guess Sonny Hayes' charm, is like, yeah, never mind, I am gonna go into a romantic relationship with him. I think that's kind of what pushes it back. But I think it's a movie, it's Hollywood. You have to have some sense of drama and stuff like that. I just think there were better things in F1 in itself. I mean, the rivalry was already there. But like, both of their dads died when they were 13. And they just keep saying it or like showing pictures of the dads and like going back to it, and then nothing happens. Like, it's never like, this is for my dad, or this is a shared dream, or anything. And I'm like, I was waiting for that moment where they both have these breakthrough emotional moments, and then it kind of just doesn't happen. which is like, I think you have so much to explore there, especially because it mirrors a lot of actual F1 drivers and how they were with their father figures and stuff like that. There's a lot of stories like that already. Or you could have focused on, again, the females just kind of growing into this sport without having to rely on a man. It did not pass the Bechdel test. That's all I'm saying.
So, instead of Brad Pitt, who do you think should have starred in the movie?
I mean,
or do you think Brad Pitt was an okay choice?
I think also that's another one of the big problems. Brad Pitt is, I don't know how old he's in real life, 60 something?
I want to say so.
In the movie, though, he's supposed to be 60, 61. Unrealistic. Fernando Alonso is the oldest F1 driver, and he's like mid 40s, late 40s, and that's already old for the sport. So imagine a 60-year-old trying to drive an F1 car with that much G-force and like that much physical training after not doing it for years. Yes, he was racing years prior to that, but not to the level of Formula One.
Mm-hmm.
So
one of the other critiques too was the fact that in real life he's too small to fit in an F1 car.
Mm-hmm.
Too tall.
Or he's too tall. He's too tall. to fit in
That'd be perfect, but
Yeah,
too small. Yeah, no, he's
yeah.
too tall to fit in an F1 car.
Yeah, I think they just kind of got over that because, well, they trained in Formula 2 cars, which are easier to drive. I mean, it's still a Formula 2 car. It's not like any like walk in the park, but it's definitely easier than Formula 1. Which I think those were the parts that made it really great, having them actually train in something similar to a Formula 1 car. And then having, like, the drivers play themselves and the team principals play themselves and the commentators come in. Like, you hear these voices that you're like, oh, that's who I would hear on a weekend. I think those are the really great parts of it, is that they really did try to stay as accurate as possible. They can't tell you every little thing about Formula One. Again, it's a movie. There's a short amount of time to do in a movie. And also, like, in the story itself, it's like 9 races to turn a whole team around. That's like not that many races really when it comes to having to rebuild a car, having to basically train this driver who has left Formula One for years and come back to a cars that are very different. Because when he was in Formula One, these cars were not at the point and the power that they are now. So of course that's going to be a whole different thing. You can't expect every single little like disqualification or penalties or like every single detail of Formula One to be shown in this movie. And I think that's what people should go into it with. It's entertaining and it's beautiful to look at, really. It's not going to teach you everything you want, or it's not going to tell you everything you want.
So moving on from F1 to Jurassic World, because every time I look at Evelyn, I can't stop but laugh because I keep thinking, do you want to see the D-Rex?
I found this really funny video.
So, fun fact, context: we had lunch for free today. Thank you, thank you to the organization who had extra barbecue. Anywho, so in having lunch, we were talking about Jurassic World, and Kristian was talking to Evelyn, and Evelyn was like, "Do you want to see the D-Rex?"
Oh, you said you picked up D-Rex. I'm like, well, what's the D-Rex? She's like, hold on.
And this happened multiple times. That's why every time I looked at you, I thought you were gonna say it again. So wait, so obviously you're not fond of the D-Rex.
I think it's silly. I don't have a problem with him.
It's
He's just silly looking.
I think we can get into the D-Rex. Sorry, Kahri. I don't think these are... Kahri hasn't watched Jurassic World, and she's directing us right now. But I don't think these are big spoilers because it's shown in the trailers, right?
The D-Rex?
Yeah, the D-Rex is like... It's obvious the D-Rex is in it.
I don't think they... So, do they? I don't think they do.
Well, they made a toy of them.
Well, the movie came out June 7th.
Oh, so
June 7th? No, it came in July. It came out
July 7th?
It came out, I think, July 1st.
June 17th it premiered.
17th? Well,
you're a little late to the game.
oh my. I was waking up today and I said, today is July 15th. This is going to be uploaded a couple days later because we're reaching that bi-weekly deadline, which I will get done. Anywho, the fact is, summer is flying by so fast right now. I thought Superman would be ages away. It already premiered. I got to watch it a day before it came out. But going back to Jurassic World,
July 2nd.
Boom. I was close. That was the closest.
We said every day with the right one. July 2nd.
It came out July 2nd.
There we go.
So
Superman.
I
Or
liked
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, I thought it was pretty easy to pay attention to. When you look at the dinosaurs and take it for what it is, and that is a dinosaur movie. Evelyn, you on the other hand found it in a different perspective, and I want you to go on that.
Okay.
Do you want to see the T-Rex?
I thought it was like a thriller. Like I'm watching, I'm going, oh my god. You know, I thought it was like entertaining in that in that way. But some of the characters were really irritating for me. Like, so our main characters are kind of on this mission. They end up saving a family that's stranded in sea, right? And at first, one of the daughters brought along her like stoner boyfriend, and he irritated me at first because he was just like so rude to the dad. But then the daughter like excuses it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like her now. And it's just like throughout the movie, they already started off with a bad impression with me. And then every time I thought, oh, okay, they finally got some common sense, they'd do something else really dumb. And that was just kind of like, that was most of the movie for me. But it's okay. I still enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
What'd you think about the D-Rex?
The D-Rex was so weird looking. I was showing it to Kristian, and he's right. It looks like a beluga whale.
Alien, yeah.
It's like if Alien was a dinosaur.
Yes. When I was telling Sebastian about it before he watched it, I told him that it kind of gave me Alien Romulus vibes. I haven't seen the whole Alien franchise, just the Romulus one. And that's kind of like the vibes it gave me when I saw the D-Rex.
Well, its big forehead does correlate. But to the main point of this, is it worth watching Jurassic World in the theaters? Or Kristian, for someone like you hasn't watched it, Ximena, you haven't watched it, would you rather just wait to watch it at home?
I'm like, is that a question towards us or
That's
towards Evelyn?
a question towards you guys. You haven't watched it yet.
I mean, I feel like I'm not a fan of Jurassic Park movies that much. In the sense of, like, I don't think I have this need to go watch Jurassic Park. So I'm like, I can wait. I don't need to pay, like, $40 for a ticket and snacks to go watch it.
But you could just watch it with your ticket, and that's
Well,
it.
see, that ruins
And
my experience.
have
No, what are you talking about?
The whole time?
Huh?
I think I'm with the same with Ximena. I don't think we're the demographic for it.
But it's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just was never into Jurassic Park. I wasn't a dinosaur kind of kid. I was more
I
like
like
a
the
truck
first
kinda
one.
kid.
That's it.
Right. I've never watched, or if I did watch the first one, it was very scarce. I don't remember any of it. I never watched any. I don't think I've watched any complete Jurassic Park movie. I think the only ones were the Jurassic World franchise, which I forgot all of them. All of them I forgot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think for me, the Jurassic Park movies growing up were a little scary.
Mm.
So I just like would choose not to voluntarily watch them. But I've seen all the movies in the franchise. I think they're good. I think it's worth it watching it in theaters just because of like the jump scares and stuff. And you're already seeing prehistoric big things, even bigger than maybe on your TV screen. And, you know, like with the sound rumbling, it kind of makes it more exciting. The quieter sounds you can hear a little louder, too. So I think it might be worth it. You guys should check it out.
The dinosaurs.
4D.
That would be crazy.
The dinosaurs look
The
amazing.
D-Box.
I mean, it's the best CGI that I think I've seen in years. The way that they make every dinosaur feel lively, and the way that, because people die. That's not a spoiler. People are gonna die. I mean, it's a dinosaur movie. Sorry, Kahri. I didn't say who's gonna die, but people are gonna, maybe.
Like, how many breakouts are they going to have, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude. I mean, they're
Well,
dinosaurs.
watch
think
it
they
and
learned
find
by now.
out.
Yeah.
True.
Technically.
So the deaths I think are really well done. But transferring course to Superman, I'm the only one at this table who has watched it, and I gotta say, I really liked it. I thought it was really well done. My dad didn't. He said he liked Man of Steel better because it felt whimsical, the new version of Superman. And when Gotti was going around interviewing people today, they said it does feel like a different take of Superman, but it feels like a more human take of Superman. Because Superman isn't a more serious superhero. He isn't just stoic all the time. Rather, he's a symbol of hope. And as I don't know if this is an important line, but there's a big comparison to him being a human. And I think that'll rub some people the wrong way, especially if you grew up viewing Superman in a very serious lens. And if you grew up reading another type of comics that humanize Superman, I think you'll like it. I liked it a lot. I think it was really good. I think the action was really well done. I also just like James Gunn. I think James Gunn going to direct Superman was a really good decision. Kristian, you are a little bit older than me, a tad.
Yeah.
Just a little.
So what
You're making me sound like I'm a
were
millennial or
you? Did the Man of Steel movie at all leave a lasting impression on your childhood?
something. Not really. It's just I wasn't a superhero kind of guy, really. But I just remember seeing it here.
So what movies do you?
Yeah, I was gonna say no dinosaurs, no
I'll
superheroes.
tell you the superhero movies I like. I like the Batman movie with
Robert Pattinson.
yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
I
Pattinson.
really like that.
Pattinson.
Edward from Twilight.
Pattinson, like a patent.
Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
I seen the Twilight movie. I
Okay,
did
you
not-
like Twilight?
No,
Oh,
it was not
okay.
that good.
Where
it was
you
fun to
been,
watch though.
Loca?
At least, is that a line?
Yeah.
From Twilight.
I told you
Like
to one time
Bella.
and you'd never got it.
Where you been,
Jacob's like-
Loca?
Yeah.
Bella, where you been?
I don't know. Jacob's voice is kind of annoying. in the
Okay,
movie.
go on,
But
go on.
I really like that movie. That was one of my favorite movies. I like the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix in it. That was,
Oh yeah.
That one's
Those were
trippy.
my-
That one's.
I know, like to me, it has that realism in it and a bit of a grittiness to it, and that's what I like about that. That's why I like those movies so much. But yeah, that's about all I like. I
I'm
just like realism.
You like two movies. You like the Batman and you like Joker.
I can recall to the other episodes. You should watch it. It's Beast of No Nation episodes like that, or what was it? Quiet.
Oh, that's
All
true.
Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Amazing movies. Those are really, really good. Or Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith in it. I love that movie.
So you like-
Monsters Inc. That one's
Monsters
really
Inc.
good.
You like more heartfelt things?
I love how
I would
he-
say so. Like a bit more dramatic. Yeah.
I love how it's that and then Monsters Inc.
Oh, that's a
Monsters University
Or
is
the
better than Monsters,
Peanuts.
Inc., though.
I love the Peanuts.
Oh
so
my god,
much.
the peanuts.
Yeah. Well, my mom and I have been watching that ever since, and I love that so much. Yeah, I always grew up with that.
I'm more of a Batman girl myself too.
Batman?
Mhm.
Is it the whole DC universe or just Batman itself?
Batman.
Batman.
Wait. Which Batman though?
No.
Which Batman?
Oh, so
And show your work.
I didn't. I didn't grow up on like the major old Batmans, but when I got into my Batman phase, my mom bought me the Blu-ray pack of the 4 movies. So that's the Batman. I know it's not specific.
It's-
The
But
which 4 movies?
The one before, what's that dude?
Christian Bale.
No. Yes.
the Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah. No. I've
one
never
before
seen
that?
the Dark Knight movies.
Really?
really good.
You're
Yeah.
missing out.
I've only seen the older ones. That's what I'm saying.
So like George Clooney?
Yes.
You grew up on Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Iceman? Iceman, right?
She's like, maybe.
The one with
No.
Penguin?
Oh,
Oh.
Danny DeVito.
Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze.
that Batman, that's the one I've
okay,
seen.
so that's Michael Keaton.
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen those
Batman.
movies. I've never seen the
I'm
OG.
horrible at actors.
That's fair.
I
For
cannot.
everything.
I can't remember actors. I'm so
Name
sorry.
name the previous Superman before the new one.
Name 5 actors.
Name 5 actors.
Name all 5 actors.
Scarlett Johansson
One.
in Jurassic World.
Yay.
Jonathan Bailey in Jurassic World. We just talked about Robert Pattinson, Twilight. Brad Pitt. We
Okay.
talked about Brad Pitt from F1.
Okay.
Henry Cavill.
You know what?
Shout
But before we end off this segment, I have a real problem with how Kahri, who's not here, who's directing. I have a real problem with how you pronounce Cavill.
Henry, how is it pronounced?
Cavill.
Cavill?
Is it Cavill? It's not. I've never heard Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Gavil.
Wait, who says Cavill?
Kahri. Cavill. You say Cavill.
It's a character.
I've never heard anyone say it like that.
Shout out to our. It's Cavill. I think it's Cavill. I
I've
don't,
always heard it Cavill.
Yeah.
Cavill.
I think he said it himself, Cavill, too.
I'm Henry Cavill.
It's whatever he wants, I guess.
Okay. So I guess that does it for superhero talk. Any last minute things that we should know about movies coming out? You know what? I'll say this. In October, there's gonna be a Ryan Gosling space movie that looks really good.
He's also going to be in Star Wars.
Yeah, but that's like an
Yes.
offhand Star Wars
God.
thing. That's like a spinoff.
I
Star
don't know
Wars.
what the
It's
heck
still
that
the
is, but
franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
The
if I-
Ryan Gosling trilogy.
Well, he's gonna drive.
He's gonna play himself.
I guess so. Any last minute movies people should watch as the summer comes to an end?
I mean, Fantastic Four is coming out, and
That's
I'm
true.
looking forward to
Yeah.
that one.
As CM Punk likes to say, it's clobbering time. Watch wrestling. and you'll get the reference.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to all you wrestling fans.
All right.
So no last minute movie recommendations. Since summer's dwindling, we have a month.
Like this year, or just talking
About the history ever.
Actually, Ximena, I want to hear from you. What do you recommend for movies?
I like coming of age, like teenage movies, like Donnie Darko and Dead Poet Society, and like
Dead Poet Society.
Juno, and like all those little things. But one of my favorites is Paranorman. Go watch Paranorman if you haven't watched
that was really
Paranorman.
good.
That one's getting re-released in October.
Really?
It's
Oh
getting
my
re-released
god, I'm
for a
gonna
day,
go
I
watch
think.
Paranorman.
I think it's coming out on Halloween exclusively.
Who wants to go watch Paranorman, guys?
I'll go watch
Prospector
it.
Field Trip? Yeah.
I love
Future.
Paranorman.
Cinemark has been doing the Summer Kids Club.
Really?
And for a couple days, they're releasing like a kids movie for discounted tickets, like $1.25.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's ending soon. You should go take advantage of it.
Just a bunch of adults watching it.
Pretty soon they'll be showing Sonic 3. I think next week.
I never got to see Sonic 3.
Go watch it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
That's the one with Keanu Reeves, no?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Shadow.
And
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, right?
Jim Carrey's been in all
Carrey.
three, dude.
He's,
Yeah.
he's
Get with the times,
Dr.
bro.
Dr. Eggman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Dr. Eggman.
Kristian, any last minute movie recommendations?
Last minute movie recommendations?
Before we go.
Well, I think all the things I've said, really.
We gotta take Kristian to the movies.
Yeah.
That's
watch
true.
Some
I
new
know, I
stuff.
feel like an old man already.
New multimedia package. Taking Kristian to the movies.
Kristian-
B-roll of me watching like this.
you know, Shia LaBeouf for 72 hours straight in New York City watched all of his movies, and that was sleeping through it, eating like he was stuck in a movie theater for 72 hours. So it is possible, and I want to leave you on that fact as we go in and speak to a star. Patrick Star. That's right, the Prospector Summer spinoff may be ending in 3 episodes, but we have possibly with one of the funniest segments with one of the funniest people that we met in the past hour. Stay tuned. You're watching the Prospector Podcast Summer spinoff. It is the end of the summer spinoff of the Prospector Podcast, and I honestly think there's no better way to end off whatever this 3-episode series has been, Kristian and Kahri, than to have a literal superstar with us, because we have Patrick Star, who has come and saved this podcast, his last segment, Erik Orozco, a UTEP junior at the University of Texas at El Paso, who is also performing as Patrick in the Spongebob Musical. Dude, thank you so much for joining us.
Dude, I'm happy to be here.
This summer has been all about entertainment at UTEP. We had Coldplay come in back in June, and now we have the Spongebob Musical, July 11th, 12th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's a ton of dates to be performing. How are you handling it all?
I'm tired, man. Because, okay, so like there's a rehearsal process that takes like 2 months. And so for like the last 2 weeks, we maybe get a break because we're just fixing stuff. And then we go straight into tech rehearsal. And we finished tech rehearsal Thursday last week, and then we opened on Friday night. And oh man, dude. But it's been great. It's like, it's always so fun just to be on stage. So yeah, man.
Dude, I feel like we need some context because Kristian thought that you were the literal Patrick. Gael, who was helping us out earlier, thought that you were the voice of Patrick, but essentially you are the voice of Patrick when it comes to the SpongeBob Dinner Musical. So how did that all come about? You getting in the theater and now having what is a pretty big role.
Yeah, so I mean, I got into theater like way back in like middle school, and I just continued doing that. I maybe stopped a little in middle school actually, and then got into it more in high school. Then as soon as I got into college, I found out about the dinner theater. I started doing more shows there, showing them that I'm a hardworking actor, and like, I think just the way I think this, I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that question low key, but with the Patrick thing, I've always had an what is it, like
an innate trait to be Patrick.
Yeah, dude, no, like for real. I can do the voice like for
Wait,
him
can you
very well.
actually?
Yeah.
Can-
Can you sample that for us?
Okay, so it sounds a little something like this, and
I'm starstruck.
Yeah,
Dude, that's amazing. Okay, so we gotta take it back a little bit more, right? I mean, we've been graced by you, Erik. So she hit you up, you came through. How do you know Kahri, who is, by the way, has been in 2 segments, despite being scared of this podcast, 2 segments, and is gonna force either me or Kristian to dance for a social media video, which, please, if that happens, go like it up. But how do you guys know each other?
So we met last summer for our graphic design 1 class.
Chipotle? Is that the Chipotle project you
That
had?
was media advertising.
Oh.
This is graphic design.
Okay.
I never really talked to her. She was just in the front talking with one of our other friends. And then me and my friend Andrew in the back were like, we were just always eavesdropping because it was interesting conversations. And we were like,
Always, yeah.
and we would just be like, oh, that's so real. Sorry for interjecting in this conversation. And then, what was it? 2?
2 with Jen Julia.
Yeah, we ended up having the same class later on for graphic design too. And I didn't have a lot of my friends there, but I recognized Kahri. And I was like, hey, can I sit next to you? I don't want to be alone. Yeah, sure. And then now we're just like really good friends,
We're
man.
really good friends. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So you talked about always having a bit of a knack for live theater.
Mhm.
Is it specifically live theater, or would you ever do like short films or anything of your own like that?
So I've done a lot of short films. I've done, I think, about 3 so far. I've always done live theater. I think because I sing too, so
It's a really good voice.
Well, he could do the Patrick voice. I mean,
That's true.
So basically, I met a lot of people who did short film through the dinner theater, and it's given me a lot more opportunities to be on stage more, to be in front of the cameras more, and yeah.
okay.
Didn't you do the film, or were you an extra in the Leonardo DiCaprio film?
Oh yeah, I was.
You were in a Leo. Oh wait, is that the one where they shot it here?
Yeah.
The trailer's out already, right?
Yeah, man.
No way. So how? Okay, there's so much we got to run down.
So being an extra was actually very hard. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Yeah.
actually very difficult because you go whatever call time they have. It's either like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. You show up, and for the most part, you're just kind of waiting there, and then until they need you, they'll grab you and they'll put you on the street somewhere. And I think that time we did like 50 takes of just me and my friend just walking down the street. Like, actually, we were like right next to Benicio del Toro and Leonardo DiCaprio, and like, so like this is them and this is us, and we're like, what? And then we did that like a bunch of times, and it was really cool. But at the end of the work day, I went home at 5 a.m. So I was there for like 12 hours, and I had school the next day. I was so tired, and I did it for 2 days.
So how was that process like? How many scenes did you have to shoot over again? Who'd you get to meet? Did you guys get free lunch? I think.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Did they feed you?
Yeah, they fed us.
What they feed you?
I don't remember, man. I think they like.
They say
at
Taco
the-
Bell or something like that?
No. At the start of the day, they had like a buffet of just like hamburgers, fried chicken, popcorn shrimp. They had a lot of stuff.
In the morning, popcorn shrimp?
No, it was like 5 p.m.
Oh, okay, I thought that was in the morning. I think that'd be really bad for your stomach.
Yeah, dude. No, I would hate that. Just like gurgling, and you're just walking by Leonardo DiCaprio, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. The tickets for Spongebob, they're significantly cheaper,
They
but
are.
they are still pretty steep.
What's the average price that we're looking at?
I'm thinking like maybe $50.
Okay.
Like but that's for like dinner, because you're getting the dinner and then you're getting the show too. So I will say, as a college student, I get it. It's pretty
Yeah.
tough. But Sundays are the matinee days, which is general admission, and for students, it's significantly cheaper. And it's where I'm like, okay, I could probably go to that, which is like $18.
A big factor that deters people from going to any theater performance is price. In that perspective of like obviously having to deal with the financials that a college student does, but being behind the curtain, how worth it do you think it is as a college student who, if they have the resources, how important is it, do you think, of them showing up?
I think it's very important for people to show up to live theater because I say this all the time. A lot of people are on their phones all the time, and sometimes it's just like, what is it, like brain rot? that they're seeing, you know? And like, yeah, that's entertaining, I guess, but what are you getting out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're just at home laying down in bed and you're just seeing a bunch of brain rot. But then you go out to the live theater with dinner there and you're seeing a bunch of people put their heart and souls out on stage, you know? And I know it's kind of like weird hearing like heart and souls and it's a SpongeBob show, but it's like, I'm pretty sure we all grew up on SpongeBob, right?
Absolutely.
You know?
The Krusty Krab pizza.
Is the pizza.
For you and me.
You know? So it's like this show, I grew up with it, and it is my heart and soul. I played the video games. I watched the show at my grandma's. It's great memories, you know? And so for people to actually be putting the work on stage, I think it's very important for other people to see that because it shows how passionate others are, especially the message of the show itself, you know?
Before we go any further, I'm going to zoom in on this in post-production. But me and Kristian don't have TikTok, and we get bullied because we don't keep up with the trends in our office. Am I right, Kristian? But you know what? Not having TikTok is a pretty good thing. Sometimes. Anyway, continuing on. When reading about the SpongeBob musical, I've never gotten the chance to see it, nor through a video or live. It's always been on the bucket list. We all love SpongeBob. When reading about the plot, it's about a volcano that erupts in Bikini Bottom, and that just sends everyone into a frenzy. So what type of story are we looking at when it comes to SpongeBob the Musical, and how exactly is the musical element correlated to a cartoon like SpongeBob?
So the volcano is about to erupt, which is going to destroy Bikini Bottom, right? And now you have.
Wait, I don't want to force you to perform for us, but would you like to explain the plot in the Patrick voice?
Yeah, I got you. So, I'm just there sitting on my couch watching TV, and then there's an earthquake that happens all of a sudden. And Sandy says that it's a volcano. I'm not sure what it is. I just kind of like the rumble, you know. And then Plankton wants to get everyone to move out so he can build a new city called Chumville so he could get everyone to like his chum burgers. But SpongeBob wants to stay and save everyone, right? And so I have some pretty good ideas like, hey, maybe we should...
I appreciate you, man. You can go back to your normal voice. That was amazing.
Okay. Well, yeah, basically, like SpongeBob wants to keep everyone from leaving. And so he's trying to find a solution on how to save Bikini Bottom. In the process, him and Patrick have a fight. And then, like, it's just a matter of, like, is Patrick going to come back to the team? Are they going to stop the volcano? Is Squidward a loser? Who knows? You know, that's a pretty like it's. Not
I was gonna try to do the voice there, man, but I don't think I can. Kristian, I feel like you could pull off a good Squidward voice.
I'm not even gonna try.
You could try it. Why not?
One more question for you.
Go ahead.
So for the roster for this whole theater, is it ever changing people all the time, or do you see like some of the same people come in, or is it the exact same cast from other dinner theaters?
So there are new people, right? That join into the cast, but it's a lot of the same people that you see. Like there's a lot of the same actors that you saw in Grease or in Beauty and the Beast. Like for instance, I was the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, and now I'm Patrick, right?
So different roles entirely.
Different roles. We come in different roles, you know. But there are a lot of new people that join in, especially some people that aren't from UTEP. You know, it's a huge community. You know, like I'm a graphic design student. I'm not even a theater student. I used to be, but then you have others like SpongeBob. His name is Peter Fogel, and he is a PhD candidate, and I think it's for like it's brain science. I don't know what like
neurological science.
Maybe something like that. But he's very smart. He's very cool, and he's SpongeBob. And then you got Angel Rodriguez who plays Squidward, right? And he's right now he's coming back to school, but he's going to do it for nursing, right? And so it's like you see a variety of different people. And even in the ABC News, the weather woman, I forget her last name, but her name is Sarah. Mm-hmm. You know, she already graduated. She's no longer in UTEP, but she is a UTEP alumni. And so like the entire cast of SpongeBob or of other shows, they're just all different people that just go there to do the same thing that we all love, you know? So I don't know. I think that's pretty interesting. I think it's very lovely.
So you have to balance not only theater, but your classes and also a job outside of your entire collegiate life. Is that easier when you get to do something that you just genuinely enjoy?
Yes. Yeah. I will say that like acting is like my passion. It is something that I will continue to do in the future, you know? And so sometimes like school can be very like frustrating and like you're just like, man, I want to drop out, but you don't want to, you can't, you know, I don't want to. But when I'm on that stage, I totally forget about everything and I'm totally just in the moment and you just forget about all that other stuff that's going on. It's like you have the packages, right? You leave it at the door and you go on stage and do your job, you know?
We'll see if we could get the picture up here, but you have a whole hat that's shaved in a bald cap that's colored in pink. I'll try. It's on the UTEP Dinner Theater Instagram. You can go and follow them. I'll put the tag. Maybe we'll put the photo in here. Hope you're not too mad, Dinner Theater. You're tagged. Anywho, what tips can you give to UTEP students to where they can find cheaper tickets at?
Okay, so you can go to like the ticket center, or you can even go at the door before the show starts. And you can like ask for the ticket prices there, and then there'll probably be student discounts, which is like, honestly, that's such a big help. And again, like for like the $150 tickets, that was only for one show, which was a gala, to raise up more money for us doing more shows on a bigger scale, you know. So, but I will say that right now, like I get it, it is pretty steep, but for students, there is always a student discount. On Sundays, it's way cheaper because there's no dinner, but you get to watch the show and it's at a more comfortable price.
Erik, and before you go, how accessible is it for UTEP students who maybe did theater in high school and who want to continue their acting experience? How easy is it to just audition, walk through the door, and maybe get a role?
Oh yeah, man, it's very accessible. Like, I remember my first time, I mean, I did high school in theater, and I didn't know anyone there. I just showed up. We have these, like, auditions that happen, like I think for my first time, it was, like, 2 days, which was one dance and then one cold reads and singing. And I got in as ensemble for my first show. And there's a lot of people there who haven't done theater at all that end up auditioning, and they get in. Like, it's super easy. And it's very fun experience. It's a very fun experience. It's, I would say, life-changing even at that.
There will still be opportunities to watch Spongebob the Musical by the time this episode comes out. Performances July 18th, 19th, the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. The performances happening on July 23rd and 24th are discounted, so make sure to check it out. Erik, thank you so much for joining us. And if you go watch the Spongebob Musical, it has the opportunity to be the best day ever.
We sing that song, dude.
They do. Go check them out. Erik, thank you so much. It was an amazing way to end off the summer. Thank you for sticking with us through these past 6 weeks. Hopefully, we'll be back in the fall with season 13. But as for now, Kristian Hernandez, thank you so much for co-hosting with me once again. Kahri Reyes, thank you so much. And Erik, thank you for saving this episode. Erik is Patrick Star in the Spongebob the Musical. You can still watch it. I'm your host, Sebastian Perez-Navarro. We'll see you next time. But for right now, the Prospector Podcast Summer Spinoff is over and out.